As we were looking at those ISTE standards for global collaborator, we saw that one of them was gaining understanding and engaging with people of different cultures. A lot of times it may be hard for our students to really understand what we mean when we say culture, or how people live differently depending on their geographic location. So helping them gain that perspective by virtually taking them to that part of the world can be very eye-opening for students. A great tool to virtually travel with students through their devices is Google Earth. So we're going to go to earth.google.com. When you go to Google Earth, it may take a little bit for it to open up. It is uploading quite a bit of information in there. So once you are here, we're going to go to our left-hand side. It may also ask you to sign in. So you can use your Garland ISD Google account for that. You can see we're signed in here. And we're going to go over to Voyager. So Voyager is a section that has compacted lessons that have already been created. And you have categories here across the top. Let's go ahead and click on education just to give you an idea of what a Voyager lesson looks like. So we're going to look at this one. This is school. So we're going to be looking at schools from London to the Himalayas and look at classrooms from around the world. So if I start exploring, it's going to load Google Earth. It's going to take me to a specific location. This is in India. And on the right-hand side, I am going to have a card here with some information about what I am looking at. Great way to bring in a global perspective for students to understand that not everybody in the world learns in the same environment that we do. And there's a 360-degree image, so it does allow you to rotate around to look. There are arrows on the bottom right that allow you to arrow over. It's going to take us to another location. Now we're going to go to Nepal. And again, we have a 360 view where we can look around that classroom, and we can even start comparing the one that we just saw and make a comparison analysis between what we're looking at in those classrooms and what we see in our own classrooms. Look at the geographic differences. The little arrows allow you to go in a little deeper. And again, some information there. Now Indonesia. Right, so we're going to different parts of the world, gaining global perspective about different cultures and how students learn around the world. So Google Voyager is a great tool to really gain perspective on what other parts of the world look like and how people learn and live in other parts of the world. How do we connect this to content? How do we make it a learning activity where students are exploring, documenting their learning, and possibly turning in something for a grade? To be able to do that, I would suggest using a hyperdoc. What a hyperdoc is, it's a Google document with links on it that guide students' learning. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up a new tab, and we're going to go to hyperdocs, that's plural, .co. And once you're there, at the top, you're going to click on resources and go to templates. You're going to get a variety of templates on that website. Go ahead and select one. I'm going to select this one. Once you select it, it's going to give you a view only. You will need to go to File and make a copy to edit the information on this template. Once you make a copy, you're able to go through and change all of the information on the hyperdoc. So as you can see, a hyperdoc is a lesson, a learning activity where students follow step by step on what they need to be doing. So here is one that was customized for Google Earth Voyager. This is an activity for teachers. So it tells the instructions on how to get started, there's screenshots on what to do, and then they come here and they reflect and post the reflection right into the Google document. There's an extension activity, and then they can turn in the assignment into Google Classroom where I can then take a grade on it. This is a great way to connect your content along with Google Earth Voyager by personalizing the questions and the learning activity for students.